Welcome back to this channel, and in this episode today I'm going to be showing you how to cut a lapel collar shirt. So the measurement I'll be using for this shirt is already on your screen right now, as you can see, and I've folded my fabric into 2 equal parts. And the very first thing I'll be doing now is to be marking my lapel allowance, which is I'll be using my 4 inches for that. So I'll be marking 4 inches all the way through my shirt length, and here also 4 inches. All right, so now the body for this shirt is 44. So 44 divided by 4 will give us 11 inches. All right, so I'll be using 11 inches plus ½ inch sewing allowance. That will give us 11 and half. All right, this is 11 and 11 and half. All right, so let me just place this thing very well. All right, 11 and half. Then I will be marking. All right, okay, 11 and half. So 11 and half is what I will mark all the way through my shirts. All right, mark 11 and half here also, and here too 11 and half. Right, so 11 and half there too, and 11 and half. So now the length of this shirt is 29. All right, let me just place my tape. 29. So 29 inches, then I'll be adding 2 inches extra, 2 inches, so that will give us 31. All right, so 29 plus 2 will give us 31. I'll mark my 31 there, and here also I will mark my 31 inches. All right, so that's 31 inches, right? Is that correct? 31 also. All right, 31. So now I will connect those lines together. I'll connect those lines. Make sure it is straight as much as possible, and here also I will connect the line as well. Then for the bottom part of the shirt also I will connect the line. Make sure it is very straight. Alright, so after then I will be cutting that out. So after we done that, so I will just secure the 2 pattern with some pin. I'll secure it with a pin, and we move to the next thing. Okay, let me pin it here as well. Pin it, and let me pin it here also. So this is our front panel. Just can see it's our front panel. Right, so we put that aside and we move to the cutting of the back panel as well. Right. So this is the back. So this edge now I will turn it so that that edge will be facing my side. All right, so I'll just turn the fabric like this. So this edge now is facing me, so I'll just try and arrange it very well. So I'm trying to make sure that I won't be folding more and I won't be folding less. That is the essence of my measurement. So So I'm actually checking if it's gonna be up to maybe 11.5 or 12 inches, because our body is 44 and we added half inch allowance. That gives us 11.5. So this is the folding of 12 inches actually. So then I'll be placing my front panel on top of it, making sure my lapel excess is overlapping just like this. It has to overlap because it is not part of our measurement, so it has to overlap just like this. As you can see, I'll just try to arrange it very well, because if I don't take my time, it will actually have a diverse effect on my measurement actually. So I have to take my time and arrange this very well. So once I'm satisfied with that, then I will start applying my back measurement. So let me just try and check. So I'll be zooming the camera a little bit so that you can see, because I actually want to work from the bottom part of the shirt first before I move on to the upper part. So let me just zoom it a little bit. Just okay, I think it's okay like that. So I'll be adding 3 inches to the bottom part of the shirt. I've already placed it on each other, so I'll be adding 3 inches. Then also here I will add my 3 inches. So I will connect the line, then I'll cut it out. Right. So I will extend my wideness, my shirt wideness also. I mean the shirt measurement, the chest. So I will extend that, so I will cut it out. Just cut it out. Then I'll just cut it all the way through to the top. Make sure it is very straight and precise. So now I've actually cut it out. Let me just trim this part. So that part I'll be using it for my collar, so I will keep that aside. So I will go zoom the camera back so that you can actually see what I'll be doing on the upper part of the shirt right now. So let me zoom the camera back. Okay, just a little bit. All right, I think it's okay. So I will start applying my top measurements. I mean the shoulder, the armhole, the neckline. So here I'm marking 2.5 inches for my shoulder slant. So I will place my my ruler just like this. So I will connect it from that line to the top edge of my shades just like this. So then I'll cut it off. So that is our shoulder slant. So this is the benefit of the 2 inches that we added on the front panel. If you remember, we added 2 inches, so that is the essence of the 2 inches. So we also added 3 inches to the back part. So we've already cut the 2 inches out of it, so the remaining 1 inch we go for our shirt hemming at the bottom part. So we have to fold it, that 1 inch that we used to fold it. So that is the essence of it. So I've dragged my shirt all the way through to the down part, so leaving an excess of the 2 inches that we added, that I'll be using for my my shoulder cuff. So that is the essence of it. So here now I'll be folding half inch, or let me mark it so that you can see. I will mark ½ inch. So that ½ inch we go for the sewing allowance of our shoulder. Right, so I'll mark my ½ inch. I'm not supposed to mark it, but for the sake of this tutorial, so that's why I marked it. So I will turn it over. Let me just balance it like this. Okay, just turn it. Making sure it touch, where I mark my ½ inch allowance. So that ½ inch is what I'll be using to join my shoulder. Right, let me just pin it down. Let me pin it just like this. So after then, I'll be applying the rest of the measurements, the armhole, the neckline, and all the stuff. So I will start from the neckline measurements. So I'll be using 2.5 inches. Mark my 2.5 inches for the wideness. Then the neckline depth, I'm using 3 inches because it's a lapel collar and I don't want the neck to be too wide, and that is why I'm making use of that measurement. So just connect the line like this. So the next thing now is to make my my neckline curve. Make sure it is curved as much as possible. Right, make sure it is curved all the way through from the top, and it will go in the so the next thing now is our shoulder measurement is 20 inches. So 20 inches divided by 2 will give us 10. So that's what I'm marking out, 10 inches here. Then here also I will mark my 10 inches as well. Make sure you like this video. Right, make sure you like this video, and if you're a new subscriber or if you're a new viewer, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and you can actually turn your notification bell so that you're gonna get notified anytime I drop a new video. So my armhole measurement that I'll be using here, I'll be using 9.5 inches. My back measurement is 10 inches, so from that I'll be subtracting ½ inch, so that will give us 9.5. So, and that is what I mark right here. So after I connect the line, so I'll be marking the midpoint of my armhole. Our armhole is 9.5, so I will find the midpoint. So if I fold my tape into 2, and that will give us 4 3/4. So that's 9.5 divided by 2. So I will mark it. Then I will come in by ½ inch. All right, so from there I will make my armhole curve. All right, make sure it is very, very curved as best as you can. So I will curve it all the way through the shoulder. All right, just like this. Make sure it is very, very curved. Yeah, so now the next thing to do now is to cut out. Let me remove this pin. Let me take it out. So I will cut out my neckline. As you can see, make sure it is curved. Right, make sure it is curved. Right, so slowly. So I will stop right here. This is not a corporate shade, so it's a lapel collar shade. So I will stop there. Then I will just make sure it doesn't go all the way through down. So I will just stop there. Then I will just cut it like this. All right, so slowly. All right, so that's it. So let me take off the second pin, and I'll cut out my armhole as well. Make sure you like this video, and if you have any comment whatsoever, your recommendation, your comment, any questions, so let me know in the comment section. Right, so I'll just notch that area. right? So the next thing now is I actually wanna measure this armhole to know exactly the measurement. So that is 11 and a half. All right, let me just put it somewhere. Let me just, all right, jot it here. All right, so there is something I actually gonna be showing you in this this video right now. So our corporate shirts, we are used to back cape, that back cape that used to be at the back of our shirts. So here I will be applying that effect. It's not that I'll be using back cape, all right, so but I'll be making the effect of that. So as you can see, let me just, if I measure this, so this is 30, I think this is 31. All right, and my original measurement is 29 inches. So then 1 inch that I'll be using for my hemming, that will make it 30 inches, and I'm having 31 inches here. So what I'm going to be doing right now is I'll be subtracting 1 inch from the down part, from the the bottom part of my shirt. So because that effect is what the back cape effect is actually what I actually want to show you now. So let me just turn and zoom it. Let me just show you. So from the bottom part, I will be measuring 1 inch up, like I'll be subtracting 1 inch from the front pattern. So it is only the front pattern that I'll be making these changes. So I'll just mark it like this. So let me just mark it first, because I'm going to be trimming out that 1 inch. Let me just mark it. Then I will be cutting only the front panel. So don't make the mistake, don't go and cut both the front panel and the back panel. So that's a mistake and you've actually fucked up. So you really don't want to mess up with this. So I'm cutting on the front panel alone, right? Let me take out this pen. All right, so after that I'll be dragging that front panel all the way down. I will make sure it cover up the 1 inch excess that is on the back panel. So the effects that I wanted to make now, you actually see the effect right now, because you will see the effect from the armhole right now. The armhole of the back part, it's actually its own tally, as you can see. Let me just try and arrange this very well first. Let me arrange it. So that 1 inch that I remove, I'll be go and remove it from the the armhole of our back panel. Let me just try and balance this. Okay, yeah, I think it's okay now. Sorry about that, it's actually changing color. I'm sorry. Okay, I think yeah, I'm good to go. So that effect now is on the armhole. So I'll just mark it, then I will trim it away. All right, so after trimming it, so on my sewing, when I'm sewing these shirts, so you actually see that 1 inch that I just that 1 inch excess, I'll be sewing it away from my back pattern. So and it's actually gonna come back to the the normal sizes. So as you can see, so this that back cape effect is gonna be somewhere here, because after sewing that 1 inch away, my measurement is actually gonna come back to the normal level. So now the next thing now is I will make a little changes on the lapel, on the lapel allowance. Let me measure this armhole. No, I think it's 11. Okay, yeah, we have it already. 11 and a half. 11 and a half. All right, so no need. So let me just remove all those pins and we move on to the next thing. So that's 11 and a half for our armhole. So the next thing I'm gonna do right now is on the lapel allowance. So is where I want to make some little changes right now. if you don't forget, if you remember, so you know our lapel measurement is 4 inches. All right, so I'll be deducting 2 inches all the way down. Then I will, then I will curve it to okay, let me just try and do this first. Okay, I think it's gonna use my chalk. Okay, so now I will deduct 2 inches from that. So 2 inches. Then here I will reduce it to, okay, let me mark 2 inches here also. Then it's actually curved, so let me reduce this place to 1/2 and then 1 inch. So that is actually how I'm gonna curve out my lapel, because I don't want the lapel, that lapel to be too wide. So that is what I'm doing right now. So just mark it. I will connect those lines, then I will cut it out. That shirt is actually draggy. Yeah, that material is crazy, man. We actually call this material a grage, like it's like a net, but it's very, very shaky and draggy. So I'll just curve it all the way through, just like this, and I'll stop it somewhere around there. You can actually, if you like, you might not want to cut your own, but I like doing my own this way, and I feel it always makes sense anytime I do it this way, because most of the time when I do it, when I didn't cut it at all, so sometimes that lapel, it's like, if I also wear the shirt and I'm somehow I don't feel comfortable with that, so that is why I just feel like just trimming it off just like this. So I'll just make sure that place is a little bit curved just like that. So now I think this is I think we've come to the end of this. So the next thing now is to keep this aside, and gonna go cut our sleeves. So after the sleeve, then that's all for this video. So it's actually simple, and it's a little bit tricky. Yeah, so the only the tricky part is just the lapel. No, the shirt sewing and cutting, it's normal, but just the lapel, and yeah, just the lapel. So that is the only way I think you might actually wanna okay, let me just balance this. So if you remember, our arm measurement is 11.5. all right, so I will be folding this into 2 just like this, and just fold it. Let me try and measure it if you're actually gonna get some. Okay, let me just adjust it a little bit. Yeah, let me adjust it. So our armhole is 11.5. so what I will be doing right now is let me cut out these edges are not right, so let me just trim them out first. Let's see. Okay, so now from this edge I will go in by 3 inches. All right, so from there, if you remember, our armhole measurement is 11.5. so from that 11.5 I will be subtracting 3/4 inches, so that will give us 10 3/4. All right, so that 10 3/4 is actually what I'll be marking here. 0.75 minus 10, 11.5. So that will give us 10 3/4. So that's 10 3/4 that I'm using, right? This is 10 3/4. All right, so now I will place my tape in a diagonal form from this point to the edge. Then I will find the midpoint. So then I will mark it. So from that midpoint is where I will make my sleeve cuff. Some people call it cap measurement. All right, so just curve it. So let me mark it very well. So here my sleeve length is 11 inches. So 11 inches, I'll be adding 2 inches for the folding, right? So that will give us 13 inches. Then ½ inch for my sewing allowance. All right, so that is right, that's 13. Then ½ inch, then I'll add ½ inch for my sewing allowance. So I think it's up to what I needed. So my sleeve wideness, I'll be using 8 inches. So 8 inches plus ½ inch allowance will give me 8.5. So that's 8.5 right there. Then I will just connect the line together. All right, so then I will just cut it out. Right, so just make sure it's cuff very well. So that is it for this video. So in the next episode, so I'll be walking you through the step-by-step guide on how you can actually put up these patterns together to form something meaningful. Something meaningful, right? So the second part will actually be about how you can actually sew your lapel collar. All right, so let me just notch this area, and that's all for this video. So if you watch this video to this very part, man, you actually learned something great today as well. So in the next episode, like I said, I'll be showing you how you can actually sew this lapel collar shirt. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, run us up, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you turn on your notification bell so that whenever I drop a new update, especially the second part of this video, so that you get notified. And if you have any question whatsoever concerning this video, make sure you let me know in the comment section, and I'll be right there to provide your solution. So in this note, I say thank you all for keeping it locked. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. Thank you all for coming back to this channel. And on this note, I say peace out.